RHONY star is game to add Bravo veteran to season 16 cast. Why not? Aaron Lickey has no problem welcoming new cast members to The Real Housewives of New York City next season. Speaking with Us Weekly in a March 2025 interview, Lickey admitted that the Bravo reality show could use some new blood 2 seasons into its reboot. "I mean, I have some friends that I hope maybe will join, and I don't know," Lickey told the outlet. Lickey also weighed in on buzz that veteran Summer House star Lindsay Hubbard could be interested in joining the show months after becoming a first-time mom. "I'm actually having lunch with her and our daughters in a little while, so I'm gonna talk to her about that," Lickey said. "I need to hear what she really thinks. But I mean, why not? She would be great, to be honest," Lickey added of Hubbard's potential RHONY casting. In addition to Lickey, the 15th season of RHONY included Yuga Hassan, Brynn Whitfield, Jessel Tonk, Sai De Silva, and Jenna Lyons, as well as newcomers Raquel Chevermont and Rebecca Minkoff. Minkoff has already announced her departure from the series ahead of season 16. Even before she became a mom, Hubbard, 38, hinted that it could be time to wind down her time at the Hamptons party house featured on Summer House. "I'm ready to flip tables with girls my own age anyway," Hubbard told E! News in March 2023. "So I think I was born to be a housewife. But we have to get there first. I have to become a housewife first, and then maybe we'll graduate." 2 months after the arrival of her baby daughter, Gemma, Hubbard told Access Hollywood's Housewives Nightcap that a lot of people have brought her the idea of joining RHONY. Hubbard noted that she is friends with Lickey and knows some of the other RHONY cast members. "I text with Erin all the time. She's now pregnant," Hubbard said. "I really get along with her. We have mutual friends and yeah. And I've met the other girls in passing, whether it was BravoCon or different events throughout the years. But I think it's not up to me," she added of a potential reality show switcheroo. It's up to the powers that be, and I think they need to figure it out." In January 2025, producers issued a casting call for RHONY season 16. Lickey told Us Weekly that she wasn't surprised that the casting call went out. She also addressed a motion for a mix of RHONY OGs to return to the series. "On one hand, I feel like it wouldn't make sense, but on the other hand, I've hung out with Luann de Lesseps and Dorinda Medley, and I've had an expletive blast," Lickey shared. "So I could see it. I don't know." RHONY veteran Dorinda Medley has already stated she would return to the show if asked back. During a January 2025 appearance on the Two Teas in a Pod podcast, Medley shared, "Listen, I was just on the phone with someone that said, if they asked you to go back to New York, would you go back? And I said, sure, why not?" Medley, who was a main cast member on RHONY from 2015 to 2020, also noted that NBC Universal is open to bringing past Real Housewives stars back into the fold. "The great thing about NBC is that they do revisit you," she said. "I've done a couple Ultimate Girls trips, and I just did Traders." The Real Housewives of New York City may be getting an injection of OG Bravo energy if one of its stars gets her wish. With season 16 already shaping up to be a must-watch installment, a RHONY star has floated an interesting idea, bringing in a Bravo veteran to shake things up. And her attitude? Why not? After the success of the revamped RHONY in season 14, which introduced a brand new cast, fans have been speculating about who could join the mix next. While season 15 is still on the horizon, one housewife has made it clear that she wouldn't mind seeing a familiar face enter the NYC social scene. There are so many amazing women in the Bravo universe who could thrive in New York, she told reporters at a recent event. If they're bold, fashionable, and have a point of view, why not? This city is big enough for all kinds of personalities. Though she didn't drop any names, speculation immediately began swirling about which Bravo veteran could make a splash on RHONY. Could we see an OG from another franchise stepping in to ruffle some feathers? Or would a returning New York legend be in the mix? Let's break down some of the possible contenders. The Beverly Hills crossover. Kyle Richards' name is almost always thrown into the mix whenever talk of a franchise shakeup happens. As one of the longest-standing housewives, she has experience, wit, and let's be real, the ability to handle drama like a seasoned pro. Plus, with her personal life making headlines, a fresh start in NYC could be an interesting move. However, Kyle is deeply rooted in Los Angeles, and her friendship with former RHONY cast member Bethany Frankel might make things a little too cozy for comfort. If RHONY wants tension, they might look elsewhere. The Atlanta All-Star. Kenya Moore has proven she can bring shade and entertainment no matter where she is. With her sharp tongue and effortless ability to stir the pot, she would fit in seamlessly with New York's fast-paced, no-nonsense vibe. Plus, given her frequent travels and connections in the Big Apple, it wouldn't be too much of a stretch. Kenya in New York would mean instant fireworks, and let's face it, who wouldn't want to see her in a verbal sparring match with RHONY's sharpest personalities? The Potomac Powerhouse. Gizelle Bryant from The Real Housewives of Potomac has long been one of Bravo's most unshakable forces. With her quick comebacks and willingness to engage in a little playful, or not-so-playful drama, she could add an extra layer of entertainment to the show. Plus, her background in real estate and New York-adjacent lifestyle makes her a natural fit. The ultimate comeback. A former RHONY star. Of course, there's always the possibility that a former RHONY star could make a grand return. While Bethany Frankel has repeatedly stated that she's moved on from the franchise, her presence would undeniably shake things up. Dorinda Medley, on the other hand, has never shied away from expressing her desire to make it nice again on the show. A Dorinda comeback could bring the kind of nostalgia and energy that longtime fans crave. And then there's Ramona Singer, who has remained one of the most talked-about housewives, even in her absence. Though her controversial remarks have led to some distancing from Bravo, a reality TV resurgence is never out of the question. Could this actually happen? The idea of a crossover housewife joining RHONY isn't entirely far-fetched. Bravo has experimented with mixing franchises before, especially with Peacock's Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. With RHGT proving that cross-franchise dynamics can be wildly entertaining, the possibility of a Bravo veteran permanently shifting to RHONY is more likely than ever. Bravo executives have also shown a willingness to take bold risks in recent years, shaking up casts and reimagining long-standing franchises. With RHONY now operating with a fresh group of women, adding a veteran who already understands the Bravo playbook could be an interesting twist. What fans think. Fan reaction to the idea has been mixed. Some viewers are eager to see an established housewife shake things up in the New York scene, while others feel that RHONY should continue its fresh start without interference from Bravo veterans. One fan tweeted, "If they bring back an OG, it better be Dorinda or no one. RHONY deserves its own identity." Another countered, "I'd love to see Kenya on RHONY. She would dominate NYC with her wit and glam." Clearly, opinions are split, but one thing is for sure. Any new addition would need to be able to hold her own in the fast-moving, fashion-forward, high-drama world of the Real Housewives of New York City. What's next for RHONY?